it's Numistacker here, and a lot of you have probably thought about adding some gold to your collection, and maybe you've thought that the best way of starting is some fractional gold, maybe 1/10 of an ounce or 1/4 of an ounce. So the thing is that not all 1/4 ounce gold coins are created equally, and I just wanted to show you some of the choices based on the kind of choices that I've been battling with since I've been collecting 1/4 ounce pieces. So do you have something that is very, very rare? Do you have something that is very new? Do you have something that's very old? Or do you have, like I do, an assortment of all different types? But I just wanted to go through and just kind of look at the different options that you've got. So this first group is Britannias. Britannias are I suppose they're the bullion coin along with the sovereign in the UK, and they are limited mintage, so particularly the proof ones, they normally have anything between maybe 600 odd coins minted to the highest ones, which are a few thousand coins minted. In the early days they produced a lot more coins than they have done recently, and they've kind of changed this about. But each year they produce proof versions and bullion versions. The one on the left is a proof version from 2004. Quite a few of the years in the proofs had different designs, and then from 2014 the bullion version. Since 2013 the bullion has had the same design each year, but the proof has had a different design each year. So they are, I guess they're kind of rare in the sense that there aren't many about, but there really aren't a lot of Britannia collectors like me, so they're something that maybe isn't on everyone's list of the kind of coins to have and collect. But let's take a look at some other ones. So let's take a look at general bullion coins. So a lot of you out there are collecting pandas and sovereigns and roosters and lunars, eagles. All of these kind of things were designed as bullion coins. Some of them have higher mintages than others, like the eagles have huge numbers of coins minted. Some of the ones that you find around the world have fewer minted, but they're all basically designed and were designed to be sold at around about their bullion value, and they do attract a premium over time based on age, based on design, like the pandas where they change the design every year. But these are a kind of semi-numismatic choice. Let's take another look at some other 1/4 ounces. Now these are kind of more interesting because for one reason or another they're modern coins, but they have quite a big collector's premium. They're pretty rare coins. So going from left to right, you start off with the Libertad, and this one's a proof Libertad. In 2014 there were 350 of these coins minted, and they're really hard to get hold of, and at the moment they're going for big premiums. Probably the premiums will grow slightly over time because they're the rarest proof 1/4 ounce Libertad I think that's been produced so far. Moving along to the right is the 2007. I think there were 500 of these produced. You hardly ever see these. They're worth watching out for. I've only ever seen a few of them for sale on eBay, but they're a really nice choice. And in some years, interestingly, that the proof had many more produced than the BU version. So 2003, for example, the BU version is a pretty rare coin. The next one on the right is the American Eagle. Now normally with these American Eagles they're not really worth encapsulating or collecting in that way, but this particular one is the W version with the W mint mark, and this one had, I think there are probably from memory, about 8,500 or so of these coins compared to about 90 or 100,000 of the regular one. So they attract a big premium, and in fact you really will be hard pushed to find one. It took me a long time to find one, and they go from maybe $800 to $1,300 compared to $250, $300, $400, actually probably $350, $400 for the quarter ounce regular coin. And then you've got other choices, and one of my favourites is the pre-33, and the half eagle, nominal value $5, was produced, I think, up to 1907 or so, produced for a long time. There are lots and lots of these coins, but they are beautiful and they are old, and they do attract a variable premium depending on whether or not they're early or late, and whether or not they come from one of the mints other than Philadelphia, like New Orleans, Charlotte, or Carson City, those kind of places. So they range from just over bullion to literally $1 million, depending on which kind of one you want. Interestingly, I looked on the NGC census, and I think just the AU58s have 16,000 or so of these coins encapsulated for just this 1 year in 1881. So there are 16,000 of those AU58s compared to 350 of the Libertads, of which 40 have been encapsulated so far of the 350. I think 40 odd for NGC and another 40 for PCGS. So about 80 of the 350 have been encapsulated. The rest are in sets or singles. So is it better to buy pre-33, where there was lots of it, but it's old? Or is it better to buy modern and rare? I don't really know the answer to that. I'm raising the question, and maybe you guys will tell me what you think. Which one would you go for? Would you go for some of the beautiful, really good condition modern coins, like the 2014 quarter ounce, the BU version, the West Point Eagle? Would you go for the Britannia, the Proofs, or the BU? Would you go for Sovereigns? And this one's got an interesting reverse as well, so I'll show you that. It's the 2002 Shield Sovereign. Would you go for a Sovereign or a Panda? Or would you be traditional and go for some of these beautiful pre-1933 gold pieces? So, let me know. If you were buying a quarter ounce coin, what would you do at the moment?